Hello and welcome to the part 2 of this web development full stack tutorial where we are going to be installing the VS Code in which the one that we are going to be using to write our codes. So we need to download the VS Code, but if you look at my own, I have it installed, but let's now see how we can download and install this for free without any premium package. So all you just have to do is click on the search, then search for VS Code. So when you search for VS Code, it's definitely going to be the first one that pop up for you on Google. So you just have to click on this. So when you click on this, it takes you to the page where you can download the VS Code. And if you are downloading with your PC, the first one that was given to you will be what is being recommended for that your particular PC. So you just have to click on it, or if you want to download for Mac, there's Mac, Windows 64-bit, and like Linux, whichever one you want to download. So you click on the download, and the next thing it does is take you to the page, and now you can see it started downloading. But I have it installed already. So if you don't have it installed, you can download that, and you go to your VS Code on your file manager. You go to the download, and you start installing your VS Code or your VS Code. You can double click, but I have it installed. So now I'm very sure you have a browser. You can use any of your browser. There is Safari for people that are using Mac. There is Chrome. There is Edge. There is Firefox and some other ones also that you can use. But I'm going to be going with the Chrome, which is mostly used by the developer. So after installing, when you open, you should have something like this. Yeah, there is a lot that I've installed on this particular VS Code, a lot of extensions, but don't be panic or you are not going to be using most of them for now. So most of them I use them for another languages, or they serve as extensions that help me in suggestion, code suggestion, and so on, or for me to be able to run some other languages on the VS Code. Now, you are going to be having this, and this. Yeah, those are the ones you should worry yourself about. Now, let me take you through the tour of this VS Code. If you come here, which is what you might want to be doing most of the time. So you will see we have a new file. This is when you just create a new file. You don't know what you do there already. It's just a new text file, maybe a kind of write-up. You want to put something that you want, maybe a kind of explanation about the instruction about the code you are writing. So you can definitely come here, put anything there, and save it. So we all know how to save is Control S, so or Command S on Mac. So now that is that about that. Now we move to new file. Now this one can be any kind of any file. It can be HTML file, CSS file, JavaScript file, Python file, or so on. So when you click, it asks you. You just have to pick the file type, the extension type in which you want to save it. So you are not going to be using that most of the time. We have the new window. This pop-ups another instance of the VS Code. If you need that, you can see the shortcut and everything's are there. When you click on this now, another window pops up for you. Probably you want to work on server and you want to work on the front end as well. So you can open two VS Code together, using one to work on the front end or another program entirely. Then you use the second one to work on another program also. So that is what that does. Now we have the open file. This is when you just want to open a file and not a folder. Mind you, you are opening a file. You can just press Ctrl O also to open a file. So this one will open any file for you, but now I'm not going to open that in case you just want to open a file. So you can click on that. We have the next one, which is the open folder, which is Ctrl K, Ctrl O. You just hold your control and press Ctrl K O. So it's going to open up your file explorer for you to pick a folder to open. And we have a open workspace. Yeah, when you get further, you are definitely going to understand what this works for. But right now, let's just skip this. Now we have the open recent. Yeah, you might have worked on some things on your VS Code before. So these are the folders that you can open, maybe the recent folder that you've worked on in case you just quickly want to open one of them. So you see, you will not be having this because that might probably be your first time, and I have a lot of works that I've done in the past. So that's the reason why I'm having all of this here. So if you want to add a folder to workspace, this one is a little bit kind of advanced, but we are going to skip that for now. We have the save workspace as whatever name you want to give it. They are kind of folders put together. Now we have the duplicate workspace. We all know just duplicating a workspace. We are not going to be dealing with the workspace for now. So we have the save. So Control S, we always do that for us. We have the save as whenever you want to save file as another extension or another name. So you can click on the save as. So and we have save all. There is nothing here. That's the reason why there's nothing. This thing is being disabled here. We have the share in case you want to share your project and so on. Auto save. You can put it on auto save to auto save your file and so on. And now we have the preferences, which has to do with settings and everything, and you can also get that here. So whenever you want to create a new file, your new files is going to be on the side. So you can always click on here and to what's it called, to create your file, your folders and everything. So everything is going to be on this. Now you want to search for anything on your project, you can always come here and search for anything. So this one will have to do with the JITs. So when we definitely go higher, so we learn about JIT probably, and you can learn how you can work with JIT inside your VS Code. So now this one also, yeah, I don't usually use this. Yeah, I don't usually use this. And now we have this one which you are going to be making use a lot of the time. So the very first thing which I need you to search for and install is what we call the live server. So you can install the live server. This help us run our HTML code on the server, and immediately you save, you don't need to go and refresh your web before you see the changes on the browser. You just save and the changes is made to the web browser. Now this very first one is what I want you to install. We have 46,937,884. So those are the this thing. This is the live server that I want you to install. You need it a lot. Now, there is one that we usually, an extension we usually install before, and it comes in handy with. It comes, it is now inbuilt inside VS Code, which is what we call the Emmet. Emmet has been, it's now part of the VS Code now. You don't need it now again. The Emmet, what we use it for is the code suggestion, HTML code suggestion. Whenever you are typing, it suggests what you want to type for you, and we are going to be doing that. And you are going to see the reason why we choose the VS Code over other code editors. Now, we have some other ones. Just install that live server. Let's come back here. This is where our folder is going to be. Now, inside this edit, you can see we have the undo, which you can always use the shortcut key, the Ctrl Z, and the redo. We have the cut, copy, paste, find and replace. You want to find, probably you've typed a lot of words, probably you use something a lot of the time, and you discover that, oh, you want to change it, so you can use this find and replace. So Ctrl F and Control F and Control H to find, or what's it called, a name inside your, or something inside your file, and you can use Control H to replace whatever you want to replace. And now we have the find in file. So looking for something is almost as the same as that. Now we have the toggle line comments. Probably you want to make a comment and so on. You are now going to be opening this a lot of the time because there are shortcut key you are going to be using. We have the select all, selection and everything. I've never come to this side before. Now we have this, which is the view. You are not going to be doing this a lot of the time also because there are shortcut keys for what you are going to be doing most. We have the go, you are not going to be using that. We have the run. Unless you are working with Python, you are working with Flutter, which I do. So that is when you are going to be needing all of this. So now enough of the talk, and now let's move into the real project in the next tutorial. Thank you.